Good night. Good night. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Good morning! Good morning!
Good night.
Here's the note. See ya.
See ya. See ya.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Good morning! See ya. Good morning!
Good night.
Here's the note. See ya.
See ya. See ya.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Good morning!
Good night.
Good morning!
What's up, everybody? Let's get that music going. Hopefully it works. Hey, Sebastian, how's it going? Professor Maniac. Glitch Arcade. I'm on that Australian time right now. What are the speakers? Mac. There we go. 11:30 over there. 1 p.m. midday down under. Well, I'm a little far from the mic right now. That's because we got some foam to cut. So we're going to be trying these late night streams for a little bit, versus dedicating a good chunk of time in the middle of a day. Just do it at the end of the night. I'm going to feel it out. So last we were here, you and I together, we were working on some foam. The word's not palette. Why can't I think of this word every time? Scaffolding. Even in the middle of a game, I'll forget what scaffolding is. But we're making these scaffolding because I want to make a mine. And big thing is I have now made about 5 modular pieces, but we need to build it some to fit around this hunk of rock. And that's what we're going to do. So from yesterday's math, Breakmaster, that'll be fine. I have to build a couple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, cool. I love myself some good rough math. Who needs that X-Acto stuff? Speaking of X-Acto, what's the millimeter I'm using? 3 millimeters, got it. How you all doing? It's a crazy different time. Is this like... Do you feel like this is a good time to stream? Do you feel like it's not a good time to stream? You just want to hang out for like a good hour, half hour? I don't know how long I'm going to be live. I do know that I can never find an outlet. Honestly, Sebastian, the fact that you haven't mailed me your sci-fi scaffolding has motivated me to make my own wooden scaffolding, because I can't wait for you being in the future to send things back into the past, you know? It's kind of inconvenient that you're a time traveler. Need these. Where's my ruler? I found it. Most important ruler I have. Sweet. That's right, everybody. I'm working in straight up millimeters and centimeters. Okay. So we have 1 by 8 by 3. Makes sense to cut them by ones. Oop, I bumped the mic. Sorry. Best thing about this ruler is it goes to the edge. Not like those crappy kids rulers that cut off like a good 2 millimeters off the edge. Always bugged me as a kid. Dude, hot cocoa in the evening, it doesn't matter how old you get, it's a treat. It's just a great treat. So yeah, I found out why I haven't been able to release any of the Fables logo shirts and merch. It's because Teespring keeps thinking there's someone else's logo, and I keep breaking copyright law. So I'm dealing with that. But soon enough, you hear me? Soon enough. The smell of foam. Literally right before I went live, I got a text message from a client. Carmichael, I want to kiss you right now. This version is so much better. We have something almost magical now. I guess I'm a good editor. You know it is. I say a client, but he's really a friend. And he had he filmed an amazing adventure that he had with somebody he went to war with that he hasn't seen in 10 years, and he filmed the whole thing. So to make a video for him about that is really amazing. Does it snow in Australia? I guess you are south enough that it's like being north enough. Dude, this Proxon wire is so loose that it just keeps getting looser and looser. Only in the mountains. Which is like the whole place, right? It's deserts and mountains and a little bit of forests. No, I've seen... Listen, Sebastian, I've seen... Allie, who stars in High School Musical? Zac Efron. I've seen Zac Efron's Down Other, Down Under docu-series where he goes to Australia. I've seen it. Down to Earth, Down Under. That's what it is. It's like, I know the place now. But making these scaffolds, for real, like, super efficient. Like, very little waste. And any waste that is there can be used to make more of it. Which is great. And on the last stream, we were talking about using scraps to make a bridge, a couple ladders. I still like the idea that we have like 4 loose planks of wood and the players have to treat it as a puzzle to like carry the planks from each scaffold to the next to make their own bridge. Is this enough? It's definitely not enough. Let's see what we can do with the pieces that we have. My spool is a little loose. So the more I use it, the looser the line gets. Just tighten it up. It'll turn out better and I can move on with my life. Also, Sebastian, I'm preparing a Tundra one-shot. And I don't have a GM screen for that. So what I'm going to try to do is take your, like, ice tunnel idea and try to use that as a GM screen decoration. Let's see if I come up with any, if it works, or if like I come up with any improvements. No. As if I could. Alright, planks. 8 centimeters. Feels a little rickety. Go with this side. I might want these longer ones. Oh, hell yeah. How long are these? 12 centimeters. Let's keep those. That's gonna come in handy. I haven't used it for that situation. That is plenty of... more than enough for those. Everything else can be 8 centimeters. Everyone have a good day so far? I have so many projects on my plate that it yeah, often feels like there's not enough time in the day. Because it feels like I'm just disappointing everyone. That being said, starting tonight, after this stream, this laptop, it's going to start exporting the first episode of Jaws. I tried exporting the uncut version, and it was saying it was going to take 16 hours. So I got to fix that problem. Jaws is going to be really good. Even, like... Oh, man. Really, the people who are going to enjoy the uncut are going to be people who just want an extra, like, half hour to an hour's worth of content. But it's like, I don't cut out much of the content itself because we were really good at the table at, like, staying on task. And... most of the cutting is flow. I mostly edit myself more than anyone else. Where's my tool? I made a tool for this. Did I hide it so my cats wouldn't get to it? That feels like a move I would make. But I burned my finger and it stings. I guess I just gotta make it again. Not the end of the world. Now let's quickly make the tool again. So I take this leftover piece and I measure 3 millimeters. There we go. And then cut and then pull out to make a rough 90. And there's my tool. Got 1 centimeter. Adjust it. All right. centimeter. So Allie and I have been watching Stranger Things again. And we just got back to season 4. So I'm excited to get back into the Vecna vibes. Been watching Ted Lasso again? Nice. Good job, Glitch. Glitch. Was that subtle enough? So now I'm doing 3mm cuts. Make planks. Feel like an old-fashioned sawmill right now. One, two, three. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Tyler, the legend himself, the architect of texts and arcs. He blends between the unreal worlds to create the engines himself. Houdini himself could not compete. One, two, three, four. Cool. Just making some plans. It's a little slow process right now, but the beauty of cutting all these planks off is once I put this hot wire cutter away, we're just straight up building and gluing, and we have all the material we need to do at least the fundamental base work of building this mining centerpiece. Now I don't have the resources to make the functional crane that I want to make. And that's just gotta wait a few months while I save up for a few of the parts. Meanwhile, once I get this mining set done, I can jump back to the tiles and finish those up. So that's a plan for the streams. RP Archive has a great crane build. That's kind of what I was basing my build off of. So I watched his crane build again, and it's pretty straightforward. I just gotta get enough material to do it. But it's if you put a crane in a room, you definitely want it to move or be able to move to function as like a physical puzzle. What I would really like to do is make some water ducts. It would take just like cutting PVC pipe in half basically, but you just have these little spots where controlled water has been moving to power mills. And it'd be so fun as a physical puzzle for players having to figure out which one to turn on and turn off for access. Do this. Let's see. Let's do a count. I think I have just enough to get the project going. So let's take a leap forward and put this bad boy away. Lego D&D would be a lot of fun. I don't have any Legos, so now I don't want to start investing in Legos, know what I mean? Hey, big boy. How's it going? Yeah? Look at this little guy. Yeah. How's it going? Roar! We got some nice spare pieces. Plenty of logs and planks. We got some long planks too. Is this a long plank? Yep. Cool. Is that your chair now? Did you steal my chair? There we go. A little bit clearer. So using these as examples. I wanted one right here. It'd basically be 2 legs right there. Okay. Let's take these 5, turn them into planks with a pen. And we technically only need to do one side. Save ourselves some time. Even if the side that I did not do was the better side. Had better grain pattern. So, in Australia, when it's summer here, is it winter there? Because I've been told this in my public education, but I don't know how much I can believe them. Second question, in Australia, do the toilets spin the other way? They have way less water. Yeah, we do use a lot of water. It's a gallon per flush. No. Yeah, it's a gallon per flush, or is it 5 gallons per flush? I feel like I heard 5 gallons once. Will the Jaws campaign be members only? No, it will not. But the uncut version will be. And the uncut version is like 99% uncut. That 1% is just courtesy. Every cough, sneeze, and fart. Yeah, that'd be a lot of cutting. This one I only need to do... I keep that one. We could do. Cool. Blue. See, that's the real motivation to have these late night streams more often, It's to force me to clean up the dang apartment since we just moved. My wand of adhesive. After making 5 of these, I've learned how I should probably put these together. And I'll probably still mess it up. These like to fall apart real quick. See? 'But it's crazy how quick and easy it is to make this scaffolding. Other than it, struggling to stay together. It's because the piece is bent. There we go. If I just hold it, it'll be okay. Three or four? For tonight, I'm gonna aim for 3 or 4. For this giant rock piece, 3 or 4 makes sense. And I might make another one just loosely for another modular piece. You worried about it being too light, being knocked around? It's already on a lazy Susan. It'll be fine. You son of a... This sucker is going to be a pain in my rear end. So... technically, I want this. You know what? Winners win. Losers don't. Let's flip this piece because that's really what the problem is. There we go. Okay. So yeah, the idea is that it'll sit right here. Just start drying, please. Okay. So that's not tall enough. It would be tall enough if it's here. Yeah. Ooh, that one's a little tight fit. So that would be a shorty. If I realign it, that'll work better. Yeah. Cool. What's the difference about Cmike's D&D crafting channel and that Cmike is the D&D contractor, whereas most D&D channels just paint minis? Mini set design with Cmike. What would help this right now is if I take 2 planks and start making the pallet top. Here we go. And that'll help support the gluing. Because it just takes like 5-10 minutes to dry. The wand of adhesiveness. Be fun to roleplay a contractor. Yeah, you know that dungeon, well, it's just not gonna be stable enough to hold in the whole hoard of treasure, you know? Like, what if a dragon comes steal it? That foundation's not gonna stand, you know? Listen here, young fella. I've been building castles since your pa was in diapers. I know a thing or two when I talk about castles, and I'm gonna say that foundation's not good. Molding's gonna get in there? Ugh. Now you're gonna have a heck of a time. Full of undead. Probably vampires too. Am I going the wrong way? I went the wrong way. Stop it. The crazies that build dungeons? Listen here, it ain't crazy. Some people need the place to put their things. Some places don't last long. But what keeps a dungeon up and going is the foundation. It just comes bare down to the bricks that you put down on the floor. The rock that you pull. And honestly, the earth elementals that you survive getting those rocks. Don't even get me started when it comes to the snake room. Oh. Get those snakes? Yatini are all over the place. We have to make deals with cultists just to get enough snakes sometimes. Let's be honest, most dungeons are made by giants and dragons, and sometimes the elementals themselves. No reasonable person would want to make a dungeon. They just want to make a home for themselves, and 10,000 years later, boom! They made themselves a dungeon. Some say it's magic. But when you hire the dungeon crafting company, we make sure those dungeons last. There we go. Those top planks help support the foundation a lot. Okay, so the plan is this guy. Oh, okay, it's too long. What are we at? What are we at? What are we at? Straight up a millimeter above 2 inches? Okay. No, I made it too short. I didn't calculate the 1 centimeter of plank. There's that rough math. There's that rough math coming to bite me in the bum. You need at least 5 snakes for a 5x5. Yeah, that's going to work better. Cool. Okay, so I'll just glue this guy in there. Because why not? And for this guy, Draw some wood grain. Go. Take a piece of that so I can have some good foundation work. Take this little stick. Use it as a wood dowel in the middle of furniture. Little pilot hole. Again, if you need snakes in your dungeon, you can call us and we know the cultists that you need. We got them on speed style with sending. Come on, you can come back. You don't have to be broken. There we go. We got a leg on one pallet. And now begins the scaffolding. And if you don't take care of your snakes, Snake Union, they prefer to be called a union, but we all know unions are cultists in disguise. So when they show up and they start tossing poison and webbing and they call their friends the Wyverns and they just start making a muck about the stuff that you're doing, It's not worth it. I'd rather pay a fine, but you can't pay fines with cultists. Sorry, union members. You gotta take the beating. So just make sure you're certified. The snakes are coming from a certified summoning circle, and you'll be all good. Trust me, I know a wizard about this kind of stuff. So, 2 and 1 plus a centimeter. So basically 6 centimeters. I know a wizard. Trust me, I know a wizard that... Dude, you know a wizard? I know a wizard. How do you not know a wizard about this stuff? That's actually a really good line to use as for an NPC. Oh, man. The NPC just goes to the players. Well, you don't know a wizard? I know a wizard. Yeah, how do you not know a wizard for this kind of stuff? This is exactly what you know a wizard for. You sure you call yourselves adventurers? Listen, I don't want to introduce you to my wizard if you're going to make me look kind of lame. Like, I don't want to lose a wizard over some nut jobs. You know how hard it is to find a wizard these days? They keep saying no to kings and queens and keep getting their heads cut off. Guys, it looks pretty cool. I'll show you on the face cam. Let's go full screen. Look at that. Look how satisfying that is. It's a little tall. That's nothing some minis can't fix. Oh, this is so cool. Literally, you could make another version of this where this is actually the entrance way to a mine, and it's perfect. And it's just like, and it's just an aesthetic piece that you can use on the rock. It's like semi-modular. Okay, so we have this one. I definitely want another one over here. Let's zoom out. What's up, mister? Yeah? Am I just hanging out in this room by myself? Am I just standing in a room? Yeah? I am streaming a little late. How you doing? Can't tell I'm smiling. My beard hides my face. Okay, so for this would be the same height as this. So that's fine. Dude, family in town always takes up time. Why do you do it so late? Let's go to bed, Papa. Papa. You got some crazy eyes. Yeah? Yeah? Actually, this wouldn't be as tall as this one because it doesn't have that base piece. It would just come off to the ground. So I have to use the tall ones. Or would these normal ones be tall enough? The normal ones would be tall enough. Okay. Why are you awake? You're just standing in this room and not giving me attention? Such a waste. Cool. Yeah, so I'm considering just trying some streaming in the evening. And maybe that's a better time to stream. Not just for you guys, but for my schedule as well. Just for like an hour or two right before bed. This pen's fat butt almost destroyed it. I'm so hyped to release the Jaws game, guys. It's like legit the best game I've ever run, and the best game I've ever filmed. And there's like 15 episodes, and I'm trying to have the first episode and the second episode drop on the same day. The neighbor's sprinklers just went off, scared the crap out of me. Sounds like an army of snakes summoned by cultists. Sweet. And let's get a couple planks to put on top. It's a thick boy. Here we go. Gonna go brush up before the doggle looks me out of the locks me out of the bathroom, sleeping in front of the door. Brush up. Gotta feel pretty before you go to bed. How else is the dream of your life supposed to? Ah! You're supposed to look good for your dreams. That's the point of the joke. Like I said, building the pallets themselves is the hardest part because they just want to come apart. There we go. Scoot in. Oh, do not grab it that way. Shoot. Upside down, come on. Yes. Okay. What I love about drawing wood grain into foam is it's really hard to not make it look good. It's like super easy. Because every mistake you really make just looks better. Cat and snake tech. Just woke up and was surprised to see that the stream was still live. When Bravo, I'm always here. Even when you don't see me, I'm here. Yeah, I'll probably go for, looking at the clock, another half hour. If you guys dig this evening stream, don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to become a member, or even, dare I say, drop a donation in the chat. Dang it, not tall enough. I can make those into rock bricks and make it look like I built something to get it taller. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's try that. It's just short, just by a centimeter. Need some tin foil. You know what's gonna make this look even better? I'd bevel the edges with a knife. Looks so good. Looks so good when I actually make it look like a rock. Put the knife away. Just give it a little beating. Give it that daddy beating. Here's a question. Hey, Glitch. Did the Discord give a notification that I went live 2 hours ago? You know, some people on the Discord were upset that one of the bots wasn't working correctly. Be a good time to check on it. I'm just thinking out loud right now. You guys have a funnel access to my inner thoughts. How does it feel? My parents have to fight with me for a month to have this kind of access. No, but it did when it was scheduled. Okay. I switched from one bot to another. I'll just switch it back, because the old bot was doing a great job. I'm just beating up a single brick one at a time. Keep hearing something behind me. Okay, let's see how many of those will work. Because making these bricks is very time consuming. So if I have 2 per. So like that. Can you see that? You barely can see it. Showing a bit. Have I put the legs onto those? It's really cool from this angle, guys. Here, I'll glue it together and show you. Good. Go. I really have enjoyed the idea, not the idea, I've been enjoying the work of, rather than just crushing and beating up the foam, but actually cutting and shaping the rock, almost like Flintstone style, has been very satisfying, because from a distance it looks really well done. Alex Yee! That's exactly what I wanted to do. Don't let anyone on the internet tell you otherwise. They're wrong. Winners win. I really need to say that to the next D&D group I DM. The next time a player is like stuck between a rock and a hard place, I'll be like, hey man, winners win. What am I doing on a late night build? I am working on the mines. This mine centerpiece. For a one-shot that I got coming up. And, you know, I could have named the one-shot something else in the one-sheet primer, but I didn't. I called it a mine. So I gotta have a set piece to match. It's really my fault. There we go. Okay, let me show you. So we have the 2 rocks that fit down below. At this angle, it looks really good, right? So we just set it up here, and that'll be the next platform. So we have 2 platforms on the rocks right now. So these are going to be scaffolds, so that way players can run around from scaffold to scaffold, including some just blank pieces of wood that'll function as a puzzle for bridges. And the idea is, if these planks of wood are just laying around, the players have to roll acrobatics across them, and then put away their weapon and use both their hands to carry the piece of wood and plank it down while there's other bad guys running around shooting at them. These look way better than 3D prints. Thanks. Make me bashful. For that, you have to like the stream, Alex. For that one, you have to like the stream. No one makes me blush and gets away with it. Another great NPC line. about 20 minutes. We'll call it a night. Nice short stream. About a couple hours long. Sam Kent showing up again. The end, near the end of the stream. You still got a lot more time than last time, buddy. I just like giving you guys hard times. Okay, so take this plank of wood, go over to this one since it's a little bit more dry. And we don't want it to be too perfect. We actually do want it to look shitty. There we go. Just got back home from the studio painting TIE fighters for Legion. Nice. Are they full-size TIE fighters for the minis, or did you play around with different scales? Big TIE. Do you think my glue bottle's big enough? There we go. This platform is looking good. Guys, this looks so cool just having this built on already. And the fact that it's just modular, so I can take this off and it can just be rocks. So good. To match the minis? Wow. That's like... yeah, it's about this big, right? Almost a foot by foot. Sick. I can't wait to see it. Yeah, I mean, I would love to get more into miniature photography. I would just need at least one person to help me, because there's no way I can rebuild the entire set while editing and getting it done on time. But reshooting an entire battle after it's been edited, that sounds so much fun. Also, you need the right lenses. You know, you need like macro lenses to really help. I'm gonna make a broken piece this time. As if like the wood has snapped, it's too old. Small RGB LEDs, check this out. Speaking of the McKee logo down on the bottom of the screen, let's get some crystals in my mushrooms. Since this is a mine, literally 3 of them is enough. Pretty cool. Let's see. Would you like to go into my mind? So little LED crystals that should fade. There they go. So make sure to support both DSCRYB and McKee's LEDs. Josh over at McKee LEDs really makes some great stuff. He sent me a bunch of crystals and mushrooms, fires. You're gonna see throughout Jaws, the Jaws campaign, these crystals, those mushrooms, walls of LED fire. And you can get a discount once it pops up down below on the screen. Should be 15% off, I think it is. Is it 10 or 15? I think it's 15. The link to his shop on Etsy is in the description. Amazing dude. The crystals, he hand makes them. 15% off Fables D20. Heck yeah, thank you, Glitch. It's not like he sent me these for free either. I had to pay for them. But we put together a package so that way the channel has a bunch of LEDs for the shows. So there's never not an excuse to talk about them. There we go. So where else can this piece go? It could go right there on the back end. This piece could also go right here. There's about 3 different places the tall one could go. This guy can go right here. You basically can skip one. I could also put him here. That's fun. I can put him back here. Yup. Sick. Ooh, this guy could also technically go right there. So there's about like 3 or 4 different places each one can go. That's super satisfying, guys. Like, these are not modular in general, but specifically to this rock piece, very modular. Which points out that I need to make like 2 more of these. Let's see. I got some sticks. Okay, so we have 2 platforms here. We definitely want a platform on the back end. Yeah, little guy? They cut off half a centimeter. I'll show some scaffolding in a second from the previous stream so you guys can see the full set. That kitty's got a zoomie. It's supposed to be at 11 and a half. Okay, I see. Okay, good to know. Let's zoom out so you guys can see a big chunk of this set. So we have the main mine system happening over here. We have some other scaffolds. Probably can actually take this one and put it up here and make a bit of a tower. That's cool. So that's got some vertical. I'm actually going to adjust the camera angle so you guys can see. Alright, so we have players can toss some logs. So there's a little bit of a bridge system. And place one piece of log right there. There we go. And then the gaps that don't have a plank of wood, the goal is that players spend their actions picking up and carrying planks to the next spot to build a bridge to get over. And then this will be a tower for sure. Then you can climb up, climb over to where the crank is. This is pretty empty, and I don't like that. I think that's better. So let's put this guy down. Okay, so if I go with the 5 setup that I have here, and toss a plank, let's just do that. So we have, let's make sure they're noticeable by putting them opposite directions. So we have these 3 planks plus a free plank over here. There are 4 planks on the map. The idea would be players would start somewhere right here, and I can have a ladder set up to both of these, so they can choose which ones to go up to. They can try to make the jump. It will be a high DC, but then they're going to be moving planks to build bridges as they go. All the while, I will have one boss monster. Let me get the microphone. I can't speak. All the while, I have one boss monster floating around down here, moving about. I have a table that I'm going to roll on, so I don't know which monster it is yet. And then I'm probably going to have some goons, just some raiders hanging out all over up here. As they get closer, they have to fight them off, while avoiding the monster down below. And over here, I'm going to build another one of these scaffolds to build up a tower piece. So that will be important. And then on the back side, right over here, has to be like a double tower. So let's see what that would look like. If I take this piece as an example, let's just move things a little bit closer so you guys can see. So if I have one piece right there, that makes sense. Because this guy's going to be here. So let's put him right there. Tower there. And then I want a third level tower. That would be cool. That's a lot really nice vertical. And then I can put the crane up here. From the looks back here, I'm gonna have to make another custom bottom piece. So I need to make 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Is that enough? Yeah, that'll make room for the monster to be over here. I think maybe I want one more thing happening over here on the backside. I'm not sure yet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to make 5 more things. Yeah. What is it? How's your life? What are you gonna do? So that's the plan for this. Hey. Boring. Maybe I could do those geometric puzzles. How to cross a river bend with 2 short boards. I'll look that up. Definitely going to need some ladders. I could probably try making a ladder right now to feel it out. Do I have enough pieces? So I have this singular... How about this longer one? Ooh, this longer one feels just right. So I would argue that the hot wire cutter is a better tool for this, but it makes more sense to just quickly use a knife. There we go. They're like 3mm by 3mm. And then I can use some planks, or some half planks really, to build a bridge. This will be satisfying. How many more of these? I got one more. So two ladders. Okay, cool. It's a big ladder. It's like a 30-foot ladder. All right, guys. It's 10:30 on my end. It's time to come to the end. It's time to wrap it up. It's time to bring the energy to a sleeping halt. I appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out for a couple hours while I put together a couple more scaffolding for this mining project. We'll go at it again tomorrow night. Same time, same place. See? It's bedtime. Gotta make sure the planks go on the little haphazard, so yeah, exactly. Did you not see the little hole that I made in here? I might not even put another plank on this. I like how like unfinished this looks. All right, guys. Make sure you got your notifications turned on. I will double check what's going on with the notifications in the Discord. But in the meanwhile, I will see you tomorrow, my time, Pacific, at around 8:30. You guys have a good rest of your day, afternoon, evening, and good night.
Good night. Good night. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Good morning!
Good
Good morning! Good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Good morning!
Good night.
Good morning!
Good night.
In case I don't see ya.
See ya. See ya.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Good morning!
Good
See ya. Good morning!
Good night.
In case I don't see ya.
See ya.